Let's see if this works.
Junk Shop Library's Improv Bible Study. Are you ready for this? Well, welcome everybody once again back to the Junk Shop Library channel, home of Improv Bible Study, the atheist Bible study where we read every word so we can mock every chapter. This is our first non-live video back for a little while. Had to take a bit of a break due to some happenings in the library and some happenings with technology. And those of you who followed my largely abortive attempts to get a live stream set up and running are familiar with that. We are going to do an actual video today. We're going to be doing Joshua 15. We did 13 and 14 on a live stream that you should definitely go check out if you have not seen it already. It's called Joshua Possibly, because I wasn't sure it was going to take when I first started the stream. Thank you, StreamYard, for being so much more intuitive than any of the other programs I've tried and failed to work with. Before we launch into Holy Writ, a couple of pieces of housekeeping. Thank you to Dave and to Molly for helping me out as I tried to get the live stream thing up and running the other day. It was immensely helpful. Thank you so much. And welcome to our newest 2 channel members, propelling us into the 60s, Mortagon and Misplaced Faith. Mortagon's actually been with us for several weeks now, but it's been so long since I made a video that he hasn't, or she hasn't, or they haven't. I don't know. And so I just should have said they from the outset. Haven't gotten the shout out that they deserve. And Misplaced Faith just joined us very recently. So, welcome aboard, y'all. Hope you find something you like here. We've got an extensive back catalog. We started this journey together back in January of this year, and it is now October, and we've gotten about a third of the way into Joshua, going 1 chapter at a time. You'll notice some changes both to the set and to the, well, and to my comfort level in front of the camera. You go back far enough, I suspect. All right, so without further ado, we will launch into the King James Version and its public domain text. Why do you think we picked that one? For the 15th chapter of the book of Joshua. Strap in, everybody. It's the word of the Lord. This, then, was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah by their families. Even to the border of Edom, the wilderness of Zin, southward was the uttermost part of the south coast. And their south border was from the shore of the salt sea, from that bay that looketh southward. And it went out to the south side to Mala Akrabim, and passed along to Zin, and ascended up on the south side unto Kadesh Barnea, and passed along to Hezron, and went up to Adar, and fetched a compass to Karkah. From thence it passed unto Asmon, and went out unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of that coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east border was the salt sea, even unto the end of Jordan. And their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of Jordan. And the border went up to Beth Hoglah, and passed along by the north of Beth Arabah, and the border went up to the stone of Bohan the son of Reuben. And the border went towards Debir from the valley of Achor, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is, before going up to Adumim, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed toward the waters of En-Shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at En-Rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnon unto the south side of the Jebusite, the same is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill unto the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border was drawn to Baalah, which is Kirjath-Jearim. And the border encompassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of Mount Jearim, which is Chesalon, on the north side, and went down to Beth-Shemesh, and passed unto Timnah. And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along to Mount Baalah, and went out to Jabneel. And the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah round about according to their families. And unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, and the name of Debir before was Kirjath-Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath-Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah my daughter to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah his daughter to wife. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted off her ass, and Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah, toward the coast of Edom southward, were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kinnah, and Dimonah, and Adadah, and Kedesh, and Hazor, and Ithnon, and Ziph, and Telem, and Baaloth, and Hazor, Hadatath, and Kerioth, and Hezron, which is Hazor, Amam, and Shema, and Moladah, and Hazar-Gadah, and Heshmon, and Beth-Palet, and Hazar-Shual, and Beer-Sheba, and Bizjoth-Jah, and Bela, and Eam, and Azem, and Eltolad, and Chesil, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Madmanah, and Sansana, and Labaoth, and Shelim, and Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities are 21, with their villages. And in the valley, Eshtaol, and Zoriah, and Ashnah, and Zanoah, and Enganim, Tapua, and Anam, Jarmuth, and Adulam, Sokah, and Azekah, and Sharaim, and Adathaim, and Gederah, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdal-Gad, and Delian, and Mizpah, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Bozkath, and Eglon, and Kaban, and Lamam, and Kithlish, and Gederoth, Beth-Dagon, and Naamah, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Jiphthah, and Ashnah, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Achzib, and Marashah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron, with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod, with their villages. Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt, and the great sea, and the border thereof. And in the mountains, Shamir, and Jatir, and Soko, and Dana, and Kirjath-Sanah, which is Debir, and Anab, and Eshtemoth, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Duma, and Eshion, and Janum, and Beth-Tappuah, and Aphekah, and Humta and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages, Maon, Carmel, and Zeph, and Juttah, and Jezreel, and Jokdeam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages, Halul, Bethzur, and Gedor, and Marath, and Beth Anath, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages, Kirjath Baal, which is Kirjath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Midin, and Sekakah, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. And there we have the 15th chapter of the book of Joshua. Aren't you glad you tuned in today? Okay. So quick, draw the map. Because that's all that was. A list of the cities and the topographical features that bounded the area that the children of Israel took over. It was roughly this area. And with the glare on that gloss paper, you can see that about as well as you can figure out how to draw a map from what happened in the book of the Word of the Lord today. Got to pull out my Primus reference again. They can't all be zingers. My. And I promise you, I didn't make a single one of those place names up. Those are all there in the book of Joshua, the 15th chapter. Aren't you glad I'm back? Back with this riveting content? Let me know down in the comments below if you would prefer, or have come to prefer, or if you have any preference, the live stream format during which I can interact with the chat, or the pre-recorded video format such as we're doing here. I'm honestly curious. We've had a lot of new folks join us over the course of the last just couple of months, and so not everybody's as married to this format as I was in the beginning, and now that I find I actually can live stream, I certainly enjoyed it. Molly Grew, one of my longtime co-conspirators here in the library, and I had a grand old time during our one-on-one live stream the other day. That's Joshua Possibly, the one that I said y'all should go check out. I've either taken the other abortive attempts at live streaming down or set them to unlisted, except for the one that Nerdy Rodent gave me a hard time on. So I just left that one up because he was right. And also because it was interacted with, and that's a good thing. Speaking of interaction, hit those thumbs ups, watch another video on the channel while you're here if you would. It really does help with our metrics here in the library. And with that being said, if you're not already subscribed, poke the Pope, so to do. Oh, wow, that was a weird effect. Oh, ominous red glowing hand. That's the light in my snail tank back there that you can't see because I've got the tree in the way right now. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, get into fights in the comments, all those good YouTube-y things that we love so much. I love living in this era of technology. I really and truly do. All right. So we will see y'all again soon, and until then, Everybody take care, be safe, stand against hate. Bye now.